enemy behind me.
He has to ruin it, doesn't he? He has to ruin it. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Global Hope Racing F1 2018 F2 pre-season race here in Australia. This is for, of course, the F2 guys that I've just said will be racing. We've got 13 drivers here at the minute. Yes, I'm not Bullboy57 doing the intro. It is me, JamesHead14, going to be taking you through the action tonight, and I cannot wait to do a solo commentary for you guys, and I think it's the first you will experience solo commentary from me on this channel. First of many. Joining me, though, in the commentary box is a whole host of names that'll be racing tonight. Bullboy, you're in the action seat tonight in the race.
Yeah, of course. With
Deneen here,
teammate.
we've got Rocco here, we've got Little Brookie here, we've got other people that I can't remember their names. Mr. Myers here. And currently we've got 13 spaces, so I've got to do a bit of a double shift here, going on top of the, putting the stream out and everything, and looking at the comments. Hopefully you don't get crashed out after booking time off work. You shouldn't. I mean, the guys in here are pretty clean, so you shouldn't get at all taken out by anybody, really, tonight. That's I hope. And everyone, please do keep it clean, because, yeah, I'm watching you. I'm watching you like T-Hawk.
T-Hawk.
Gennaro said if the space is available, is he online?
He's appearing offline, I think, as always, so I'll give him an invite.
Give him an invite, yeah. Right, FOL Discord now has the F2 pre-season race link in there, so people can now come and watch us, of course. Scar says, can you join? I'm going to park my car sideways into turn 1. See you, lass. Matey Boy asking for any reserves. Toad saying hello. Oh, looking good so far.
Well, we have 5 spaces left in terms of driver seats.
Yeah.
And I think with there being one... Oh, hang on, let me check my messages. Right, your can't race. Is this an evaluation race? Yes, it is. Boastman sent something. What does he say? He says...
Who's that?
Work till 8, only off on Thursdays or Saturday evenings.
Who's that? Is that Boastman, did you say that was?
Yeah, and These Nuts says he's available too. It's his evaluation thing.
Right, I think out of those guys...
And also, like, Bjorn Voss, Brockhard...
Glocky's not making it. I think that's good news for Deneen. Glocky's not making it because it's his birthday. I've totally forgot that is his birthday. So happy birthday to Glocky. Hopefully he is doing well. Billy asks, can he rest till 8? I think Matey Boy deserves a seat in here after his performance in F3. I'd like to see how he fares up against these guys. So I think Matey Boy, I'm pretty safe to say he can get an invite.
Yeah, I'll just invite.
For These Nuts.
Thought it was only F2 drivers only. It is only F2 drivers only, but we do have spaces going available. Bossman has joined, however. Oh, Bossman joined. He said he can make it on Thursday nights, didn't he? It's Thursday today. I'm thinking it's Wednesday today for some reason. Honestly. Oh dear.
Alright, I'll just, send
Yeah, it is pre-season, so I'd rather have F2 drivers only in here, and maybe the odd reserve from F3 coming in.
Yeah, if there's space, then, and, you know, we know they're clean, then.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
Got quite a few comments coming in, quite a few viewers. Not as many viewers as I was commentating to last night, of course, in TTG. Had to get a plug in there.
That's great.
F4 clean. Why have we got F1 then? Boltzmann, yeah. I mean, if Boltzmann can't make it on Saturdays, on Fridays, I should say, and obviously I will hold a discussion with him later on this evening about the possibility of him attending another league that we run, of course. We may have to run a separate championship on a different day for people that can't make the days. Pelly's in, bit questionable, I think, given his driving standards as of late, if I've got to complain already. Gennaro's
okay
we'll wait for Gennaro. Gennaro's coming, by the way.
Oh, right. I was going to invite someone else.
Yeah, get Gennaro in. I think prioritise him, because obviously I don't think he can make it tomorrow, so I may as well get him in. And I think it's the same with Boltzmann as well, so yeah. Let's go NSX, guys. NSX Montana. Oh, yeah, and to ask Montana's question, he posted to this last night at midnight. I fell asleep while reading this, but I have seen it. Are we finally turning off the safety car? We haven't we haven't discussed that. I personally think the safety car should be kept on.
Yeah.
I think it'd be stupid to turn it off. I mean, why would you do
it will
that?
be
Like
it will be
turning
stupid to turn it off, but I mean it is stupid for people retiring on track as well, which is obviously against the rules. Obviously we're letting it go this week. Rules and regulations will be released on Sunday, so everyone has got to sign them before racing. Yeah, we're all organised. Everything's under control. I hope. I really hope. Alright, I've just retweeted out JB's thingy. Want to get in on F1 2019's closed beta? Head here for all the details and how to apply. That's just came out in the last 10 minutes.
Where?
Closed beta link on Twitter if anybody wants to have a look. Can you guarantee the final game will actually work? If features don't work like your safety car and other features in the final game when you refuse to patch them, what's the actual point of a beta? When you don't listen to what people have to say about issues from previous F1 games. That's somebody in the forums saying that. I might have a gander at that. I might sign up to the closed beta. I haven't done a closed beta before, but I think from a league racing point of view anyways, it's important that we get our hands on the game as early as possible to decide on our approach going forward, of course, in GHR for next season. Back to this season, we should be starting very soon as thingy. Number 1, it glitches. Number 2, it is not needed. Number 3, it's usable for strategies. It's not needed. What about if there's a massive 10-car pile-up? I might not get triggered by the code, but certainly worth keeping it on. There's Gennaro. Gennaro is in.
No closer racing than anything.
I will sound like my driving an AOR. Geronimo. That is. Safety car should be kept on. Dynamic weather? Yeah, dynamic weather.
It's on, yeah. Praga has just said that he's finished his pit stop and...
Is he on his way?
I think he is.
If he's on his way, we'll prioritise him, and then hopefully we can race. I don't think Boltzmann is Boltzmann racing, or is he? I think we might have a full lobby here, you know.
Boltzmann is racing, so yeah, we got a full lobby already, really, because the other spot is for a spectator.
Then it goes within a lap, and debris won't affect other cars. Time did. He's got the beta for F1 2018. Yeah, I think obviously, if anybody else does want to sign up for the closed beta, please put your name forward to myself and Bullboy, and we'll sign us all up together. Hopefully, we will all get a chance to have a look at the closed beta before we decide on anything for F1.
Where's
I think
the
it's.
link for this beta on Twitter?
I'll send you it later. I'll send you it after this. I hope this is sort of before the season starts. It's not looking even at the moment. It's not looking even for a moment. Obviously, we're going to have to decide where people are.
Well, we'll see how it goes and see what the pace is like.
Some of us need the safety car on, says Billy. Right, Felix, Bank Job, Toad have all put their names down so far. If we can try and get intra-party chat later on, then that'll be something we can sort out. Of course. Who are we waiting for? Are we waiting for Praga? Is he coming?
Well, we've got a full lobby of drivers now, so...
Shall we just go then?
Yes.
Can Praga ask Praga if he can make it tomorrow, and we'll begin now. Because I've gone spectator.
Alright.
And Storm as well. Storm wants to do the closed beta as well. It can save our races, yeah, but I think the problem is really with the safety car, if I've got to be honest. It doesn't get deployed enough. They added the fix in, obviously, I think it was in December or January of last year, maybe this year. They obviously added the fix in for the safety car to deploy it more often. I think it's a bit of a lame excuse, if I've got to say, to be honest, because in our races in TFL and in FRL, that the safety car does still not get released as much as possible, even if there is a 10-car pile-up like we've seen sometimes in FRL.
Oh, yeah.
Playing hide and seek, you just have to find
By
it.
the way, Praga joined last second there. So.
Oh, Praga joined last second. Oh, is his name in?
Yeah. There's too many drivers, I think.
Oh, yeah. There's 20 drivers. Boltzmann got first choice of the car.
And actually, he said that he can race tomorrow. So
if Praga can race tomorrow,
that.
we can accommodate him tomorrow for the F1 social race. Because obviously Boltzmann and Gennaro are here, and I don't think they can make it tomorrow. So Praga can come in tomorrow as well. There's some poor connections in the lobby, apparently. Well, that's great.
Just bank out.
That's great indeed. Oh, and it looks very, very overcast. Right, I am going to mute everyone. Good luck. Bullboy, I'll keep you unmuted, of course, for reasons that I don't need to explain on the track. I think Praga joined the party late there. Just saw his name pop in the party when I've muted him. I'm not sure what he said, but... Anyways.
I think he's spectating, isn't he? Because he's
He is spectating. Just tell him from me, if you can hear the stream, that we'll accommodate him tomorrow for the F1 social race, because that's where I probably think he is, in terms of his pace. At the minute.
So he can race tomorrow, yeah. Okay, that's good.
Good.
Good to know.
Fantastic. We do have our first amount of action out on track here in Australia, and Little Brookie will lead the way out with a minute already gone in qualifying. Felix, I think, is just behind him, with Geronimo and Mads also out the pits. Rocco just coming out the pits, and everyone just getting a sense of how the track is going to be feeling. It is slightly overcast. There are 17 turns, of course, found here at Albert Park. I hope there's 17 turns, because I've been practicing to try and get some of the facts right for this commentary. But I would normally cut across to my co-commentator at this point for a top 3 prediction. Bulldog 57. I'm not going to even dare ask you for a top 3, because obviously you are racing. What's your reverse top 3? Toad has said that. Prediction: crash on the first 2 corners, old Glock. Old Stephen, not old Glock. Why did I say old Glock? Oh dear. Anyways. Right, my iPad has gone off. I'll check the comments about halfway through qualifying, but Little Brookie is preparing for a lap out on track. Geronimo was just behind him on track as well. So both Red Bulls coming around the final 2 corners. There's a yellow flag in Sector 3. Don't worry about that though, because everyone will be preparing for their laps as opposed to actually crashing. Hopefully nobody crashes on an out lap. I mean, that would just be embarrassing. But Little Brookie on the run down towards turn 1 takes it quite nicely on the curb. It just seems a little bit flat through there, if I've got to be honest. Geronimo taking a bit more curb on the outside in behind him. Little Brookie now down into turn 3, about 17 seconds through turn 3. So not looking too bad through the first sector so far. And quickly goes on, catches the curb nicely, and he should be setting around a 27.5 first sector from Little Brookie, so that is not too bad at all. If you're getting into the 26ers, you'll be aiming towards Onyxmer Montana F1 sort of pace if you're going through a 26 in the first sector. But Little Brookie in the meantime is on the run down towards the left and right chicane at the end of Sector 2. Beautiful. This is considered as a street track, actually, Albert Park. For those of you who might be tuning in and don't know this track off by heart, this is technically a street circuit because this is used in everyday life, similar to street tracks like Singapore, and hopefully Miami will be announced soon. I want to see Miami, as Rocco has crashed in the third sector. Not sure if he's crashed at the chicane there. Little Brookie coming in the pits. Let's go ball then with Geronimo on a soft compound of tyre coming around the final corner. Ignore the left hand side tyre graphic and a 22.7, but it's an invalidated lap there from it's Geronimo. Silas now coming around the final corner. We'll see a couple of cars ahead of him crossing the line, but the McLaren driver, the Dane, now coming around the final corner. Matey Boy with a 21.6, not a bad lap at all. Silas though is going to go about a second quicker than this. Yep, 20.4. Silas goes quicker. Matey Boy actually on a similar strategy by the looks in qualifying so far, with an ultra soft compound of tyre, but Silas currently ahead with a 20.4. Toad has gone second. Looking in behind, Mr. Meyer has gone 6th now, because Bullboy's just gone up into 2nd with a 21 flat. Nice lap.
Yeah, that's good. Good opening lap. A little bit. It's alright.
Just trying to flick on board with somebody coming across the line. Bass has run out of ERS coming across the line. He goes 6th with a 21.7. Betters his teammate by about 6/10 of a second. Storm on a set of super soft compound of tyre. Of course, 3 tyre choices available here tonight: ultra soft, super softs and softs. So those are the 3 compound of tyres that the drivers will be considering to be running in this qualifying session. I'm not sure about the weather. I hope it's going to be a dry race like it was in F4 on Monday. But at the minute, Silas tops the timing boards at the minute with a 20.46 just under ahead of Bullboy in second, with Pelly a further 1100ths off in 4th. Now Felix has gone quicker with a 20.440, so he's 400ths quicker than Silas. Silas, of course, part of the SSR esports team. Felix, part of the NSX clan, as I like to call it. I think that's the official term given by its owner, Mr. Montana. I think Mr. Montana owns it anyways. I could be totally wrong there. Let's see if anybody else is on a lap. I think Radiant Wizard is preparing for a lap here in the Toro Rosso, with about 6 minutes gone in qualifying. Felix, Silas, Bullboy, your top 3, but Radiant Wizard's now coming across the line to start his lap. And attacking it down into turn 1. Very nice, just getting a little bit on entry. Oh, and he's nearly done a Bottas actually there from 2018. Radiant Wizards getting all out of control through turns 1 and 2. He nearly slid the car, nearly hit the wall on the rear end, but he did well, and I think he's still continuing on his lap anyways. And Radiant Wizards now coming into the second sector. This is looking quite quick, 27.2 through the first sector, so given that he had that little bit of a tail happy moment coming out of the first 2 corners, Radiant Wizards now on the run down halfway through the middle sector. He'll be approaching the end of the middle sector at the end of these corners. I think this is turn 10 he's approaching. Turns 10 and 11, or not, turns 9 and 10 I should say, for the left hand and right hand chicane. Trickiest corners on the track. Radiant Wizards makes that look quite easily. A little bit of grass being kicked up on the outside of the corner, but Radiant Wizards looking very nice. Down into the braking zone of turn 14. Now through turn 15. Getting wide, nearly running both of his front and rear left there into the gravel. Coming around the final corner now, Radiant Wizards. This is looking like a very nice lap. Could go 3rd with this. Radiant Wizards coming across the line. He goes 6th. He goes 6th with a 21.4. So nice lap there by Radiant. Interesting to note that Scar is on a lap and Deneen is on a lap, I do believe, as well. However, Deneen is not running any ERS, so he must have invalidated his lap. Scar is, though. Scar on the super soft compound of tyre. The Scotsman, of course, part of the F3, GHR F3 moving forward in Global Hub Racing on the F1 side. And, of course, this channel will become the hub and the home of GHR F1 as we move into rebranding and reinforcing our message, really, of different channels for different things. And this is going to be, of course, the hub of F1 moving forward. But Scott is approaching the end of his lap now, coming through turns 15 and 16. The right followed by the left-hander, second to last corner coming up. Bit of smoke coming from his car. Hope that McLaren's not breaking down like it was in 2018. Scott coming across the line, or on the run up to the line now. He's going to go, I think, 10th with this, ahead of Mads. Yep, 22.4 from Scar. So a nice lap there by him, especially on the super soft competitive tyre. Another driver on the set of super softs is Geronimo. I'm just going to go on board though with Gennaro because he's at the end of the middle sector, just coming through turn 14. And Gennaro, there's the yellow flag in sector 2, not sure who that is. Hopefully it's somebody getting out of the way of cars. Gennaro now coming around the final corner. Looks like he could go very much up there with this lap. He could be going 8th, 9th sort of region here, and he goes 8th. He goes 8th, and he's only 1,000 slower than Matey Boy, who I may say has improved on that 22 that he set. Now 21.6 on a set of on a set of ultras, I should say. So nice lap there from him. Back to Bank Job, who I think is on a lap. The Williams driver, of course, from the TFRL B League side of things from last season. Of course, the FRL and TFRL merging into GHR. Silas goes quickest with a 20.1. Silas there in the McLaren, clearly showing some sort of pace, the Dane, tonight, and he betters Felix, and it's looking quite close between those two at the minute. Back on board with Bank Job though, coming through the left and right, looking very nice. He uses ERS mode 4 to gain a bit more speed on the run down towards the final couple of corners. Through turn 14 he goes, just getting wide on exit. Bank Job 15 now, not looking too bad, again wide on exit. Not looking too bad now through the second and last corner. Bank Job is on a good lap here. Bank Job about to come across the line. It's going to be around a 21, I think. He could go 5th with this, I think. Is he going to go... Oh, he does. He goes 5th. 21.1. The Dutch driver goes 21.1. I should say he's Belgian, I think. Bank Job, not Dutch, as what is made out to be. Bobo now around the final corner. No pressure. All the corners are out the way. Looks like he's going to improve on this lap, and he does, but he doesn't improve his position, and he's still third with a 20.7. That seemed like a better lap compared to your first one.
Yeah, I nailed the fast chicane bit for the first time ever in a long time. So yeah, that was good. That was a good lap.
Interesting person now coming around the final corner. Bossman, who I think might be just preparing for a lap actually, comes across the line. He's invalidated that lap. Nobody else has really improved. I think Toad has gone 6th. Mr. Meyer has gone 8th in the Ferrari as well. Of positions of note. I'll check the comments though in the meantime. Mad's coming through the middle sector on a 22.6. He's on a set of supers now, so he should be improving at least 7, 8 tenths, you would think, in theory. So he should be around like Bass Storm sort of region. Mr. Meyer has just improved again, and he's gone 7th now, the Welshman. Welshman has gone 7th. Let me have a look at the comment section. Hopefully everyone is enjoying the action so far out on track. And hopefully everyone is enjoying the solo commentary that I'm producing so far. Mads across the line, goes 9th. On a set of supers, he goes 9th ahead of Matey Boy and ahead of Bass FIFA. That's a good lap there by Mads. Very nice lap indeed. I think one person that has just improved was Toad. Toad has gone 4th. About 700ths off Ball Boy in 4th place. And Bass has actually improved now. Bass has actually improved, 21.0, and it's looking quite close actually between Bass, Pelly and Bank Job, about a 10th of a second separating them just under. There's a yellow flag in Sector 1 and Sector 2, not sure if it's somebody getting out of the way. Probably somebody getting out of the way, I would imagine, out on a lap. It could have been Scar actually. He's approaching the end of the middle sector. Deneen across the line, I think he's just preparing for a lap now. The Irishman, let's see if he doesn't invalidate turns 1 and 2 like he has done. Looking nice, getting wide on exit, and that was not great because he's invalidated his lap again. Get too wide on the exit there. Felix has gone 2nd and has improved actually, 20.2. I've missed that, so Felix has gone 2nd once again. I think he was already 2nd, but he's improved by at least 2 tenths of a second there on his 20.4 that he said previously. Silas looking very strong indeed. at this stage. The Dayton dominating at the minute with a 20.1. I wouldn't rule out Felix though for pole. It looks like it's going to be between these two, and hopefully it's not a sign of things to come for the season. Of course, we have got 11 races out on track in the calendar, which will be released over the weekend, and I will promise that it'll be released in FRL, TFRL and GHR Discord. Geronimo across the line, nice lap, he goes 5th. Of course, now AOR in the assist league. He's an AOR driver in the assist league, and Geronimo is in 5th with a 21 flat and goes about 500s quicker than Bass, so not looking too shabby there at all. And again, it is quite close between those four: Geronimo, Bass, Perry, Bank Job. Keep on iterating that, keep on watching those times, because they will come down eventually. With about 4 minutes to go, Reading Wizards now about to come across the line. It seems he's got, I think that is a Mercedes ahead of him. I think. Oh no, both Mercedes are in the pits, so can't be. Reading Wizards though goes 6th, and another one, adding him into the mix. Just 1400ths I should say, slower than Geronimo, and quicker than Bass by about 400ths of a second there as well. So Reading Wizards doing very nicely indeed. Bass, Pelly, Bank Job still in behind. Most of the guys are in the pits. Is Silas on a lap? Yes, he is. Let's see how he can do. Can the Dane improve on his 120.1? I don't think he will be this lap, and in fact he is going back into the pits. Gennaro's on a lap, the Italian. Currently placed in F1, and he's on a set of supers now, so he should be really improving, like Geronimo, Toad sort of area, I would think. Maybe 3rd, 4th. I would think at a minimum for Gennaro. He'll take this, I'm sure, if he does get those positions out on track. 3 minutes left in qualifying though. Plenty of drivers now exiting the pits. JB, Bass, Pelly, Bullboy, Felix on outlaps at the minute. The rest will of course come out on outlaps at the minute. Looking through the final corner, Gennaro on exit, very nice indeed. Gennaro looks like he could be going, as I say, 3rd or 4th with this. Coming across the line, Gennaro goes 3rd. Gennaro knocks off Bullboy, and I'm not sure how you'll react to that, but he's ahead of you. If you can improve by 8 thousandths, you'll be ahead of him.
Okay.
8 thousandths it is. Got Storm on a lap, coming through the middle sector, however, in the Force India, looking quite nice indeed. Might have just invalidated there, maybe. Still continuing, that was nice exit, actually. As a, I think that's a Mercedes and a Ferrari getting out of the way. Good sportsmanship there. Storm now coming through the final 3 corners. Turns 15, 16 and 17. I think it's 10 left and 7 right through this track, I'm pretty sure, or vice versa. Storm now coming around the final corner. Looks like he's going to improve considerably here. Storm, he goes 6th. And again adds him into the mix. Look how close it is. 6th down to 10th. Separated by 700ths of a second. Storm, Geronimo, Reading Wizards, Bass and Pelly all separated. Bank Job is only a 10th, just under a 10th and a half behind on Storm as well. Anybody of note that is on a lap at the minute? Mads is on a lap, I do believe. Oh no, he's just preparing for lap actually. He's backed off this one. He's on a set of ultras, so he should be improving in theory around 5 or 6 tenths, which will put him in range of Bullboy and Toad for 4th and 5th. Oh, JB's on a lap though. Of course, father to little Brookie. Little Brookie's ahead of him by 2 tenths. Can he get the bragging rights in his own family? JB now around the final corner. He has got to beat a 21.8. It looks like he's going to beat that quite considerably. And father beats son. JB goes up to 13th ahead of Mads at 21.4. So nice lap there by JB on a set of ultras. Seeming a little bit outpaced compared to the rest, but I may just issue this. 1.5 seconds separating the top 15 drivers out on track. And Deneen is on a lap, and finally he hasn't invalidated. And I wish to God that I hope he doesn't either on this lap. Deneen now around the final 3 corners, getting wide on exit. He's run out of VRS, which is not going to help. Lock up into the second last corner. Deneen, Felix goes quickest with a 20 flat. Deneen, can he add his name into the mix, the Irishman? Deneen, is he going to go quicker? Yeah! Deneen goes pole! The Irishman! The B-League champ goes pole. Deneen ahead of Felix. Can Sealas improve on anything? He's through the middle sector at the minute. We'll come on board with Ballboy, who's on a lap. Coming around the final corner now. Is he improving? Just about. And you go ahead of Gennaro. You go ahead of Gennaro.
Ooh.
But you've got to wait. You've got to wait because, Jesus Christ, 4th to 12th are separated by 0.4 of a second. Jesus Christ. Geronimo now, rounding the final couple of corners. There is a bit of lag going on. I'm not sure if it's from my end or if it's from anybody else's. I'm driving in the F3 non-assist league. That says, that's Geronimo mentioning that. Hopefully, he improves on this lap. Geronimo goes 4th, ahead of Bank Job, who has improved. Bank Job as well improving, so notable improvements there. And Sealas has gone pole! Sealas has gone pole, the Dane has stolen it, Shuley. Toad is the only one on a lap. So is Bossman, however. Bossman's ahead of Toad out on track, and Bossman knocks Sealas, Deneen and Felix off the top spots. Round the final corner, Bossman looking good. Out the final corner, he gets the run to the line. Is Bossman going to set a 19? Bossman across the line. He goes pole by 0.14 of a second. Bossman gets it from Sealas Shuley. Shuley, Toad is out of it. He's about to come across the line now. Toad goes 6th. Not good enough. Bossman takes it from Sealas. What drama here in Australia for this social race. This final pre-season test for F2. How close is it out on track? We'll find out as the order loads. But what a qualifying session that is. And goodness me, no room for error here in F2. So top 11 separated by a second. Bossman on top, and the top 4 are separated by 0.08 of a second. What on earth? Sealas in second, so Bossman takes it. Sealas in second, Deneen B-League champ in third, Felix in fourth, Geronimo, Toad, Bank Job, Ballboy, Dan in eighth, Gennaro, Bass, top 10, Storm, Meridian Wizards, Pelly, Jack Meyer, JB, top 15, Mads, Matey Boy, Little Brookie, Scar, and Rocco, not to set a time, but 18 drivers separated by 1.8 seconds, and if that sets the tone for this season, hopefully the driving is clean out on track. If qualifying sets the tone for tonight, then we are in for a hell of a race. Bullboy, let's come on to you. How do you think qualifying went there, and could you have done any better?
Only slightly, but that was a good lap at the end that I did there, so I don't think I could have improved. But yeah, I mean, you know, for the race, like, because I know Deneen and Rocco like were talking over you because, of course, you got muted. So, if anything, do you want like to mute me, and then if anything happens, you can unmute me? That might be best because I'm hearing like Deneen talk over you and like stuff like that. So
that's unless you want to mute them guys, maybe, and then we'll just unmute them after the race.
I'll be racing. I'll be in the race for those guys, so I want to see like what they're doing.
Oh, what a beautiful camera shot that is!
So yeah.
What stunning camera shot. There we go. Everyone's now out on track. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll speak to you after the race. Good luck. Okay. Sorry about the blue screen there. But we are now alone in the commentary box and the formation lap has begun, so it is now time for my general top 3 and a few guys to watch for this race. So my top 3 will be Felix for the win. I'm going to go Gennaro second, and I'm going to go Bass for third. Not sure what will happen off the start with some of the top guys, but I certainly think that could be a good top 3 to watch. Ones to watch, I think Radiant Wizard is a one to watch from 12th place. Little Brookie giving his pace, and Rocco from the back as well. Ones to watch. As I have now got the tyre strategies up, so apart from Gennaro, the top 10 are on Ultra Soft. Gennaro, of course, on the Supers. The majority of the bottom half of the field, from Storm all the way down to Pelly, are on Supers. Jack Meyer and Rocco are the only ones on Soft, so that includes JB, Mads, Matey Boy, Little Brookie and Scar on the Super Soft. So it'll be quite interesting to know how these guys get on their formation lap. 29 laps await here in Australia. I hope to God my voice stays as it is currently. I don't want to be losing my voice like I did last night after TTG. Bossman though, coming through. Quite a quick formation lap, however. These guys clearly want to get heat into those tyres, and now everyone joining up onto the grid. And we will be lights out in about 20 seconds time. Bossman will lead them off the grid. 5 red lights are about to go out here, so strap in, buckle down, grab some popcorn, because this race is going to be good. 5 red lights are about to come on here for Australia. The final pre-season test for F2 is underway, and Bossman gets a good start, but I think Silas has got a better start there. Silas on the inside has got a better start than Bossman, but Bossman keeps around into turn 1. Felix around the outside of Silas. Just pushing them off track. There's a bit of contact further down the field. Jack Meyer has been involved in a collision, I think, with Matey Boy. Little Brookie might have been involved as well. And who on earth was that moving across? Geronimo moving across under the braking zone on Felix. It was lost positions, and Silas is round. Toad. Contact. Oh, and it's absolute chaos. JP caught up in that. Really unfortunate with the ghosting system, and that is why there should be a safety car there, to be honest. All getting very close in the midfield. Plenty of contact let us happen. Toad has got a 5-second stop go for ignoring the yellow flags, but I think the damage was already done with Silas in the wall. His bank job defends off Radiant Wizards as you look on screen. So 8th and 9th at the minute. Storm in 10th. Bullboy has dropped a couple of positions. I think he's dropping a position. Oh! And then his bank job into the wall. Bank job at the race. Clearly attacking that too much. Pelly is trying to go for a move. Sorry, Gennaro going for a move on Pelly. Good special awareness there from Pelly. And he's up into 11th place. Gets out of the way, going in the gravel there as well. We see the battle for second heat up. Bossman leads on for the second lap. Toad in second, Deneen in third, Felix in fourth, Geronimo in fifth, Bass in sixth. Pelly is into the pits, must have picked up some front wing damage. I wouldn't be surprised if Jack Meyer comes in the pits either with that bit of contact. A bank job, JB and Silas are out the pits. Are already out the race. Jack Meyer not pitting. Deneen is attacking Toad, but just loses control of the car there. Felix on the back of him. Deneen looking quite vulnerable now. The Dutchman trying to close in. There's action going on further down. I think there was a bit of side-by-side action going on perhaps between Bullboy and Radiant Wizards there. There's a yellow flag in sector 1, sector 2. Little Brookie's out. Little Brookie is out of the race. Let me check on board with the comments and see what is going on. Was hoping for a beautiful race, but it was too beautiful to happen. Terrible. Absolutely terrible from thingy. We've got a bit of action going on down into the chicane. Scott and Rocco going side by side. Now Matey Boy is trying to get past these two. Running onto the grass. Silas has left the session. Disappointing for him, already out the race. Everyone just gets into their rhythm. Radiant Wizards attacking Bullboy into the final 2 corners. Bossman leading though. I'm Toad in second, Deneen in third, Felix in fourth. Coming across the line, and everyone just spreading themselves out a little bit. And as soon as the pit stops start, I will go down for a drink. So you will hear a blank stream for a little bit. But everyone just settling down into their rhythms. Bossman 2.5 seconds out in front. Toad in second, Deneen in third. Felix in fourth. Toad spun, and he's lost his front wing. Losing control of the rear tyres. He's lost his front wing completely there, the Mercedes. He's got to stay out of the way of Bass. And I think just about as just about when I was about to go for a drink, Bullboy now trying to launch it down the inside. Toad is aware, and he gets out of the way of Radiant Wizards as well. So good special awareness there from Toad. Bullboy on the gravel. Bullboy on the grass, I should say. A little bit of contact there with Radiant Wizard. I don't think anything could have been done about that, to be honest. The Toro Rosso driver has gone speeding on. Gennaro gaining positions as well, and Toad is parking it on the apex. What is he doing? What is Toad doing? He should be getting out of the way with the front wing like that. Come on. Man's trying to launch it up the inside. front wing damage, I think, for Storm as well, which is quite unfair to see, really. As we're on to lap 4, Bossman leads, Storm coming in the pits. Ballboy still continues. I'm right on board with Deneen and Felix. Deneen now into second, inheriting second from Tilt. I am going to go down for a drink. I will be back in 2 minutes. Enjoy Deneen and Felix for now, however. As we roll back into action, Bass has gone down the inside of Geronimo, losing the rear end. Geronimo should really be pitting if his tyres are overheating. Deneen keeping Felix at bay for now. Everything has just spread itself out a little bit. Matey Boy, Toad and Storm have been in the pits. Not really much going on since I've been away, I hope. I think when I came back, Felix was trying to go for the move on Deneen, but so that was them. Bossman, Deneen, 3.5 seconds separating the lead. Felix in third with a 5.5 seconds. Deneen just put me in the wall. Some people still using time trial setups in races. People losing cars with unexpected oversteer. People have got to cope with unexpected oversteer. That, I think, what makes a good driver, to be honest. Rocco trying to get Mads though for the final point. Out on track, Rocco of course on the soft compound of tyre, trying to now dive it down the inside. Mads aware, and Rocco gets that move done. Mads could have been a little bit more aggressive there, as we see position changes. Deneen, I think, has had a moment out of the chicane, and Felix has now gone past him. So Felix now through on Deneen. Bass in fourth, Geronimo in fifth, so not many changes. Genoa has been making eye-catching progress up the field, and he's on the back now of Radiant Wizards for sixth. Bossman picked up a 3-second time penalty whilst you were away. Thank you very much. I always change it enough for the race. Says bank job. As we go on to lap 6, Bossman leads, Felix, everything just calming himself down a little bit. It gives me a bit of an opportunity to take a well-earned drink. Oh. So now we're trying to go down the inside. Not quite. Radiant Wizards hanging on in there. And a minute, JB leaving the session. Unfortunate contact there with Silas. Clearly nothing could be done, but Silas, Deneen, if you are listening in, I want to see your POVs in the accident log after this race has been finished. And of course, we'll have a look at the investigations as Bass now right on the back of Deneen ahead. And there's an interesting three-way battle now developing for fifth with Geronimo, Radiant Wizards and Gennaro, who looks to be as if he can get past them both. And speaking of which, he's already got past one. Radiant Wizards down the inside there. Gennaro he goes. Getting caught on the grass. Radiant Wizards gone past him. And I think that's the only other option he could have done there. Bass right on the back of Deneen though in the foreground of shot. Gennaro trying to catch Radiant Wizards. Geronimo on the back. Bass trying to launch it down the inside of Deneen. Be interesting to see when the leaders pit actually. We are already 6 laps on the set of Ultra Softs. Geronimo just getting a little bit wide there in the background, but now Bass down the inside of the Irishman. Bass down the inside, gets it done. Down the inside nicely. Sorry about that. Ready Wizards, Gennaro. Oh, Geronimo! Into the wall. Geronimo is out. Of the race, we saw three-word action there between Radiant Wizards, Gennaro and Bullboy as I cut away from the mic. But Bossman 4.7 seconds out in front from Felix. Bass in third. Radiant Wizards fourth, Gennaro in fifth. Bit of aggressive driving, I think, maybe on all three parts, maybe there. I don't know. Gennaro right on the back now of Radiant Wizards. Down the inside of Radiant Wizards, and there he goes, down the inside. The Italian making very, very good progress. Radiant Wizards now trying to come back at the inside of turn 15. Not quite. Bossman is into the pits, however, from the lead of the race. Radiant Wizards have got to be careful for this. If he's going to be coming in the pits this lap, he won't, because he's on a set of supers. Interesting to know, Felix and Bass are continuing on a set of ultra softs. Deneen, after that contact, has now got Jack Meyer behind him. And the Ferrari driver, the Welshman, all over the back, and Deneen losing control again, and he is really, really struggling. Deneen struggling into the pits, nearly crashes into the pits there, as Radiant Wizards and Gennaro, get right on the back of each other. Felix 2.7 seconds clear of Bass, and it is an NSX 1-2 at the minute. Gennaro in third with Radiant Wizards in fourth. As Bossman has come out in eighth behind Mads. If I was Bossman, I'd just be sitting and waiting for an opportunistic mistake from Mads. Bossman just needs to sit there at the minute. The overcut around this track, it does exist, but I'm not sure about the timings. But that is lovely stuff on Bossman. Mads, that is what I was on about. Opportunistic mistake there by Mads. Bossman's through, and Bossman now up into P7. Can he get those tyres to the end? It remains to be seen. I don't think he can. I think it'll be a set of supers and ultras to the end, possibly about 8 laps from the end, I would say, for Bossman. Obviously anything can happen. Gennaro and Radiant Wizards still quite close, and it is the closest battle out on track at the minute. We've got 14 drivers still continuing. Geronimo and Pelly, the latest casualties out the race, as Felix is pitted. Felix is into the pits in the Haas. So Bass is now on for another lap. Felix into the pits. Interesting to see when the others pit, of course. Felix held in the pits, but that was just a glitch. He's now out the pits. Bossman coming past him and has already gone past him indeed. 5 second stop go. Spin in the pit lane from Mads there, as Scar is just in front of Felix. Felix about 2 seconds behind him. But he's out in clean now, and I think that's what matters most, really, in this situation. Bass 4 seconds out in front, but Gennaro was still making that progress here. Some guys need to learn to not dive bomb, even with the system next time. Will I close the door? Don't care if that guy spins. Still, it was a bit over aggressive, but it's a pre-season test, and we expect you to improve. You should realise your mistakes in this race. Bass leading the way, 4 seconds. Gennaro closing in. Radiant Wizards in third, looking quite eye-catching at the minute. Position changes, by the way. 15 positions getting for Rocco, who is still continuing yet to pit. Scar's getting 12 positions. 9 positions again respectively for Bass and Radiant, but both of those still have to come in the pits as well. 4 positions again for Ballboy. 7 positions again for Gennaro, as we see Radiant Wizards there briefly going into the gravel. Bass is in from the lead of the race. So this looks like possibly he could go into a set of softs to the end, and I think that is exactly what he's going to be doing. 20 laps on the softs is certainly possible. Quick pit stop there by the Force Indy guys. Bossman, however, has already passed him. Where is Felix in relation to this? Bass is going to be getting out behind Felix, I think, but ahead of Jack Meyer. Bass out the pit. He should be around 2-3 seconds, and Jack Meyer will be behind. So Bass is out in clear air. So the round of pit stops now going on. Rocco has just been overtaken by Bossman, I do believe. Bossman now up into 4th. And Rocco struggling on the set of tyres, but he will be quicker near the end of the race, of course. There is the pit stop strategy. So 8 drivers out of the 14 still continuing are on a one-stop strategy. Or looking like they're on a one-stop strategy. The ones that haven't pitted. Oh! And Gennaro's crashed. What? Where's he crashed that? I haven't seen that. Where the hell is that? Where on earth is that? Has he retired the car? I don't know, but we've seen Felix just go around the outside of thingy. There is Gennaro on the left-hand side of the screen. He's retired. Gennaro has retired from the race. What on earth? That's just strange. Bullboy into the pits. Radiant Wizards. I don't know what on earth has happened there. I've missed that completely. Battle going on. In the meantime, Matey Boy crashes into the wall. Deneen, it's straight into the back of him. No reaction time in there from Deneen. Matey Boy goes straight across. Not sure what is going on. I don't want to tempt fate or anything, but it's nice to see Jack Myers still running the race and running the points. It is, and currently at the minute, I think he will be getting those points because these guys in behind have just made contact. Deneen and Matey Boy making contact. Deneen still continuing on. Matey Boy is going to trundle into the pit on a set of ultras. Clipping the wall on the right hand side was Matey Boy there. Radiant Wizards leads. Matey Boy retires in the pit lane. Desperately sad to see him retire from this race. But we're down to 12. And Radiant Wizards leads from Bossman. Storm just getting into the gravel there in 9th. Rocco in 3rd, still yet to pit. Felix in 4th. Scar's running quite confidently in 5th. With Bass about 2 seconds behind him in 6th. Jack Meyer in 7th. Bullboy 8th. Storm 9th. Toad 10th. Mads 11th. And Deneen in 12th. And Gennaro has dinner. Gennaro's dinner has cost him from possibly winning this race. Storm out of control. Whoa. Brilliant recovery by Storm to keep that out the wall. Goodness me, that could have ended up in a massive crash out the wall. Storm is on, goodness me, 40% of the grid retired before halfway through the race. That's what you get with contact. And I can't deny that. Toad is now a second behind Storm. He has got the DRS trying to close in. Now, Bossman's closing on Radiant Wizards. Of course, Radiant still has got to pit. Hopefully everyone has been enjoying the action, by the way, so far. I'm just going to type a message to somebody quickly. I'll be 2 seconds. Bossman picks up another 3-second time penalty there by the scenes of it. Just seen that pop up on my screen when I looked up. And now looking at the minute, it looks like Bossman will be taking this win after nicking pole position. Scar has just been done by Bass down the straight, so Bass now up to 5th. Scar might pit. This lap he's on a set of supers, so I would advise heavily to pit this lap as opposed to keep on continuing. Scar is going to continue for another lap. So he seems happy on those tyres at the minute. Radiant Wizards in. Should be getting out ahead of Ballboy, I would think. Here, Ballboy coming around the final 2 corners. Radiant Wizards stuck in the pits. He's now out of the pits. Ballboy will be coming on the left-hand side of the screen. This is going to be very close, actually. Ballboy will get him. Ballboy's got him. Radiant Wizards will be out behind and out in a bit of clear air because Storm and Toad are battling in behind, and that is the closest battle going on out on track. Toad picks up a 3-second time penalty there. Not sure if Storm might have either there as well. Let's have a look at the comment section because there are a few comments coming in. Have all the formulas got a PSN chat group or Discord? Discord. F2 will be getting their Discord invites after this race, and we'll make sure that is done. I had trade drivers spin in front of me, causing me wing damage 2 times. Matey Boy, I think safe to say that he was in the wrong place at the wrong time for 2 of those. Send in footage though. We'll be very happy to analyse and investigate all footage that is sent in, and of course the new procedures being put in place. Stewards will of course meet on a weekly basis to discuss these investigations. Everything will be covered in this meeting, and we may even live stream some of the meetings on the channel. And I cannot believe this. Bossman has disconnected from the lead. I hope he's got backup invites. Bossman has disconnected from the lead of the race. As if tonight couldn't get any more dramatic after a dramatic qualifying session, Gennaro retiring. Bossman has now left the session halfway through the race, and his gap now to Rocco, his gap now to Felix, diminishing by the minute and by the second, and that is such a shame. As Rocco, was that Rocco nearly going in the wall there? In behind. Goodness me. Felix closing in as well. Rocco struggling on the set of softs. Felix, Bossman has returned. And there was a bit of front wing flying there. Was that off Bossman's car? I think it might have been. I think Bossman's AI has just picked up right end plate damage. I'm pretty sure. He's now in third. If he gets back in control of his car, he wouldn't have missed too much. Felix pulling away, Rocco pulling away, but he will still be in second if he joins back any second now, and I hope he does. Bossman's connection is worse than a Renault engine. I've got to be honest that it should be Mr. Moyer's connection that is worse off than a Renault engine, because his connection's normally absolutely piss poor and very bad indeed. But Felix now closing up for Rocco for the lead. Down the inside goes Felix, and the Dutch Roar has gone up in the stands because he takes the lead of the race. Rocco is in second. Bossman's hard work has now got to come back. He's 4 seconds. He has lost, I think, nearly 7 seconds from his disconnect. We are halfway through. Felix leads the way. Rocco in second. Bossman in third, who has now joined back the session. Is he going to try and hunt down Rocco? He's beginning to close in that gap, but Felix is beginning to get away. Felix is beginning to get away. That gap has just extended by about 2/10 throughout this lap so far. Just extending again. Bossman struggling. Just needs to get into the rhythm. In behind, however, Mads and Scar are having a battle, it seems. Scotsman and the Dane. Hoping Bossman would have better luck with connection. Such a shame, yeah. It is such a shame. He has now, I think, lost a potential race win there. He really has. Toda's on the back of Storm. On the run down to the chicane. Toda on the back of Storm. Looking quite good. Bossman has now joined. He's retaken control of his car, as I've said, but he's losing time, and I think he has got that front wing damage. Toad has gone waltzing past Storm. Toad goes waltzing past Storm. Storm clearly struggling, unless he's just saving everything up for a final thrust. Here, as Mads is getting quite close to Scar, nearly outbroke himself there. Bossman and Bass. Oh, Bass tries to launch it down the inside of turn 3. Bass around the outside. Storm retires. Bass around the outside. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning move. I think we've seen 2 good moves there tonight. The 3-way battle between, I think it was Gennaro, Geronimo and somebody else. And now it's a turn of Bass, who has just waltzed around the outside of Bossman. Absolute stunning move, and now Bass is beginning to get into this race. He's on the set of softs. Felix on a set of soft as well. Rocco's still to pit. It's all bubbling up nicely for Felix and Bass to take an NSX 1-2 at the minute. If Jack's connection is holding occasionally, he's going to bottle it anyways by himself. That is very true. Speaking of which, I think he's just up through Mr. Ballboy 57. Ballboy now up to 5th. Bossman trying it on the brakes there, I think, ahead of Ballboy. Oh, and what have we just said? Oh, what have we just said? What has me and Montana just said? Mr. Meyer has bottled it into the wall at the chicane. There's a stricken Ferrari. Such a shame. And he's now out the points because of that. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Bubble went out into 4th, Ready Wizards in 5th. Rocco's going to be coming out in 6th quite comfortably here because Toad coming down the straight behind him. There he is, right hand side of your screen at the minute. Let's go back on board though with this interesting battle for second. Bossman is still keeping tabs on Bass, and it doesn't seem to me as if, I think Felix is now beginning to get away from Bass, who might be just struggling on this set of thingy. I thought this was meant to be changed this season, connection issues, but same thing, still racing. Gennaro lagging. Bossman disconnects. Is this F2 with all people? Is this the F2 tier with all people in this race? No. some of these guys will be in F1, some of these guys will be in F3. We're going to have to try and isolate the connection issues as much as possible, but I think personally it is down to the individual connections and not the connection of us being the host, Ballboy being the host, in this case, of the lobby, and certainly me streaming, because I think the connection has been fine for the most part during this. Bossman just going into the gravel there. Radiant Wizards on the back of Ballboy, closing in. The Toro Rosso driver on the back of Ballboy, who was, of course, and is, of course, a 3-time FOL champion. Radiant Wizards eyeing up the competition. It seems Radiant Wizards now coming around the final corner. He's going to attack down towards turn 1. Could he get the move done? We can't see Ballboy's car because of his wing mirror. He's not going to go for the move down at turn 1. Ballboy keeps on fighting though, and knowing this, Radiant will not give up the move lightly. Don't think he's close enough for a move here, is he? Is he going to launch it down the inside? No, he's going to go all the way around the outside. Radiant Wizard, surely not. Ballboy just keeps defending well there. Ballboy keeping him at bay for now, but Radiant is a lean, mean fighting machine in behind, and Ballboy is under pressure from Radiant Wizards, and I think for the first time in his career, Ballboy has now got competition. Radiant Wizards on the back, and this is going to be very interesting indeed. Can you stream every race, James, instead of Ballboy? You speak the most, so would be better. Yes, I hope to be commentating on all tiers this season going forward. Bossman getting close to Bass under the brakes. Not quite back on board with Radiant though, and Ballboy. Again, not quite close, I don't think, for a move here, but could line himself up into turn 1 perhaps. Radiant definitely looks quicker than Ballboy at this stage. Could be getting held up here. Radiant Wizards. Well, if you run internet test, we know people with issues, but still racing. Well, we know people with issues, but still racing. Toad ruined the race after parking on the corners with no wings. Just stupid. Yeah, Toad, I mean, obviously, he needs to realise that. He needs to realise that. Radiant Wizard down the inside on Ballboy now. He has lined up the move, and he's got it done. Signed, sealed, and delivered like Stevie Wonder. Radiant Wizard is up the inside. Ballboy will try and come back at him, though, but I don't think that's going to happen. Radiant bricking early. I think trying to just defend his position into the corner there, but Radiant Wizard is now through. Signed, sealed, and delivered, as I say, like Stevie Wonder, and he's up to 4th. Very nice indeed. Wizards racing with much more wings. Can that be your Martin Brundle on a Thursday night? Oh, Stephen. Perhaps. Perhaps. If you send yourself in commentating on something, then I'll review it and see, of course, the commentary team going forward. And, of course, admin team still to be confirmed. Oh, Radiant Wizards into the wall. Ballboy's now got an opportunity. Is he surely not going to try this round the outside? No way. No way. Ballboy on the outside. Oh, that is stunning. That's really stunning. Now Radiant Wizard's going to come back at him. He's got the inner line. He shall get the move done here, I think. Radiant Wizard down the inside late on the brakes. Has he overshot himself at the corner? No, he hasn't. Ballboy now down the inside. He's got the car ahead. He's got the car ahead. Radiant Wizards, it's inevitable. Contact between Ballboy and Radiant Wizards, and I don't think any of them were wrong. It was just a bit of contact sending them spinning. Radiant Wizards got to get going, I think, because Scar and Mads are approaching. So unfortunate for Radiant Wizards to have contact there in what was shaping up to be a really, really strong battle. He retires out of the race. Don't think anything could have been done there. I think just purely the shaping going through the corners there. Radiant Wizards got all wrong on the brakes. Ballboy came back at him up the inside. I think Radiant Wizards should have just backed off that and not attempted to go for the move there, and that's why inevitable contact has happened. But of course, that is just my own opinion. I'm sure everyone else has an opinion on this as well. Should be a safety car there for retiring out on track, but Felix leading the way. Bass in second, Bossman in third, who has now lost touch to Bass. And everything has just calmed down a little bit. So Felix leading from Bass, Bossman in third. With about 8 or 9 laps to go. Felix leads. Such a shame there, I think, though, for the contact. There's a yellow flag in Sector 3. And it is nobody ahead. I think it might be... Oh, is it? Who did I just see go off there? So nobody go off there. I think it was Deneen getting out of the way. I think it was Deneen getting out of the way there. That was Bass ahead. Bossman is into the pits. Replacing some front wing, going on a set of ultras to the end. They can make it. Probably about 40-45% tyre wear on that. He should be out ahead of Scar quite comfortably. Scar not even through the second and last corner yet. Sportsman going to be out in 5th. Here, Rocco battling Bullboy. Now, thank God they're giving us a battle. Bullboy and Rocco. Both. Bullboy on a set of softs. Rocco on a set of supers on much fresher tyres. Trying to get past now. Let's ride on board and have a look. I apologise for lag in advance. It'll be from Rocco's end, of course. Bullboy leading the way. From Rocco in 2nd at the minute. Can you let me know, people in F2, when, because I'll probably leave this league. It was meant to be season of change and fair tiers should have stopped at work. Your own decision, Storm, but we have tried to make F2 as fair as possible. If you and other people can't see that, then yeah, I'm not even going to comment really on that, to be honest. Felix leading from Bass and SX have dominated, but this is going to be quite interesting between Bullboy and Rocco though. 3rd and 4th battling it out. The final podium slot. Around the final corner, he's got a good run out the corner. He should be lining up a move here, and he's got the move done already down into turn 1. Rocco sends the Brits packing because he just passed an F4L F3 champion who was coming back at him here. Bullboy, I think Rocco's had a very poor run. Bullboy now trying to go around the outside of turn 3. Rocco on the brakes, keeps the position for now. He's got Deneen ahead. What is Deneen doing? Get out of the way, man! Get out of the way! What on earth are you doing? What on earth was that? Rocco, Bullboy. If Deneen is in AI, then God almighty, he's going to get a bollocking from me. Rocco has got past Bullboy. How on earth nobody made contact there is beyond me. It really is beyond me. How nobody made contact there. Very, very dangerous driving indeed from Deneen. Whether he's in AI, which I think he is. Quite shocking, really. Quite shocking indeed. And he is in AI because he's losing time. He's just losing time completely. Bossman now is approaching him, I think. By God, I hope you're aware he's in AI. I really hope you're aware he's in AI. Oh! And again. Again. Absolutely terrible. Toad. Now on the back of Mad, 7th and 8th. Round the outside, Toad! Oh, and it's done slightly off track. He might have to give up that position. I don't want to take it away from him, though. Oh, Mads has lost it anyways. Toad might just have to give that position up. I'm not sure. He got the move done. No doubt about it. Mads spinning. I think it's just evening it out there, purely. And like, good drive from Rocco so far. Let's buy Deneen a pair of mirrors. Let's buy Deneen a pair of mirrors. Well, let's buy Deneen's AI a pair of mirrors and surely get better coding in for the next game. Honestly. Honestly. Well, I think all the battles are pretty much now sorted. Apart from Toad maybe on Scar. But everything else seems to have flattened out. Now. When F1 2019 comes, can you guys make a no assist league? We were honestly going to have a no assist league for this season of GHR, but I think we feel it's best to not run a no assist league this season because I don't feel personally as if we have got the calibre to run a no assist league. We've got different people at different stages. And now Deneen's AI is getting in the way once again. What an absolute joke. Absolute joke. Absolutely disgusting. Really is. And if this, of course, was penalty points being applied, then I'm sorry. Matt's just done a lovely move there on Scar, by the way. Well, I'm sorry, but Deneen now would be disqualified from the race results, and he will be getting the ban for next race. But this is a pre-season test, and I hope really to God that he really puts his arse in gear and comes up with something. Only thing I still use corner line because I can't be asked to learn all the braking points. Oh dear. Yeah, Mads. Up the inside of Scar. I think Scar was coming in the pits after the front wing damage sustained by Deneen's AI car. And still in AI, it seems. Going ridiculously slowly out on track. I mean, I think an old granny in a scooter could probably go quicker than that. Goodness me. Lap 25 out of 29. And there the front two. In shot. Bass in the back of shot there. Felix leading. From Bass in second. It looks like Boltzmann's getting close to battle for third, so we'll cut on board with that as soon as that gets within a second. We'll cut on board with that, of course. The marker boards generally get taken out by other drivers anyway, so you need the line. That's a good point. I mean, if drivers knew what braking points marker boards were, then obviously they'd use them. Which is what some people should have been doing from the first place in this race. Mads has got around the outside of Toad. Has he let him through? Is he running the stream on delay? I hope he is. Hope Toad has let him through there. And if it is, good sportsmanship there by Toad to try and get Mads down the inside into turn one. Not quite. Might have been just trying to put Mads into a full sense of security, but Mads will have the DRS and he'll begin to pull away in a straight line. Now this is the battle interesting, developing out on track. Bullboy and Boltzmann is the battle now to watch. Rocco is 3 seconds ahead. Bullboy has got a tendency to hold people up. Boltzmann needs to get past him as soon as possible. He's just going to back off into the S section. Clearly going a lot quicker than Bullboy. He should get the move done now into the final 4 corners. Boltzmann down the inside. This should be easy for Boltzmann. Past him, locks up, makes the corner, got the move done. Radiant Wizards contact number 2. No, Radiant Wizards. Sorry, Boltzmann on the outside of him and he's got the position done. Lovely driving there. Good respect between both drivers out on track. And Boltzmann now through. Bullboy back down to 5th. And Boltzmann now sets his sights on Rocco, who is doing a sterling job. Position changes, by the way. 17 positions gained for Rocco. From 19th place on the grid. Absolutely remarkable stuff there from Rocco. Boltzmann has lost 3 from the lead. Bullboy has gained 3. Mads has gained 10. Scar's gained 11. Bass has gained 8. Felix has gained 3. Toad has lost 1 and Deneen has lost 6. As we have reached 200 comments on the stream. Thank you everyone for commenting in, of course. Toad, I think, made a mistake behind Mads. I think I commented on that a little bit earlier. But Toad lost 4 seconds, I think, on Mads there. So he's into the pits. Clearly for front wing change. Must have lost it, I would think, through the chicane if I was a betting man, which I am, of course. My car bounced up. Interesting. My car bounced up. That's Toad. Bullboy picking up a rare 3-second time penalty. He's got Boltzmann ahead of him. We've got 4 laps to go. 3 laps to go now. Felix has gone on to lap 27 out of 29. It's been such a boring second half of this race, really. Felix leading from Bass, 6.1 seconds. That gap is just tempting to close down. I think Bass has done well to keep that at 6 seconds. But I'm sure before the end of this race we'll see Boltzmann on the back of Rocco attacking it on the ultra softs. He is now 1.5 seconds pretty much off Rocco, and he's closing in later on. Indeed. Look at the time trial leaderboards, not one single time trial user in the top 10. Traction control user, I should say, in the top 10, not time trial. Yeah, obviously, I think our approach going forward is to run a no assist league. We have got enough drivers to run a no assist league, but I think, to be honest, it's best that we develop them once again before running a clear season on the thingy. Boltzmann lagging like mad. He's about to leave the session, I think, so Bullboy's got to be aware of this. And I hope it's not my end either. Felix leading by 6.1 seconds. From Bass in second, Rocco in third, Boltzmann in fourth. His connection seems to have stabilised for now. However, that bit of lag moment there from Boltzmann, quite concerning. He's got Rocco ahead, who is got a tendency of lagging. By the way, we will be going on Project Cars after this. if anybody is interested in joining us on Project Cars to do some testing for championships. Again, we'll hold a session behind the scenes. Won't be live streamed, but Felix leading the way by 6.2 seconds. We're now on the penultimate lap, and Bossman and Rocco is the only real battle that is starting to heat up out on track. Bossman, I think, has got 6 or 9 seconds worth of penalties. I'll check through now, actually, the penalties for you guys. Felix has got a penalty. Bass has got 1 warning, good stuff from him. Rocco has got 2 warnings, good stuff from him. Bossman has got 3 penalties. 2 penalties, I should say. 2 penalties for Bullboy. Stop goal, 3 penalties for Mad. Scar has got a penalty. Toad has got 1, 2, 3, 4 penalties in a stop goal, which I think he might have served. Deneen's got 3, and Radiant Wizards has got 1 penalty, and he's out the rest, of course. As Bossman, in the time it's taken me to go through all the penalties, Bossman on the back of Rocco, going around the outside of turn 14. Surely not. Bossman around the outside on the brakes. Rocco will try and defend this down the inside. Little bit of contact, and Bossman losing the back end. It wasn't Rocco's fault there. I think Bossman had just lost the back end on the curb. Sent spinning there into Rocco. He's done well. I don't think there's any damage on that car, actually. He has done so well to not have damage. But those tyres are overheating a little bit. He's just got to cool the tyres down and come for final thrust. We're on the final lap now. Felix leading the way, 6.4 seconds. He's got this by the looks. Looking at the minute, Bass is in second, Rocco in third, Bossman in fourth. Now after that contact, and nearly losing it on the exit of turn 2. Bullboy 1.4 seconds off. Really being costed here. The time. Codmasters don't test their games, so don't believe everything what they say. Exactly, that's why you sign up for the closed beta and test it for yourself. This is what we'll be doing in our new approach this season, of course. Felix and Bass, though, looking in towards the final couple of corners they go. Felix on the run down to turn 14. There's the yellow flag in sector 3. Toad has crashed in the chicane section. Just caught that briefly on camera, and Toad has crashed that in the chicane section. Felix now is about to come around the final corner. Felix rounding the final corner. It's going to be Dutch domination here in Australia. Felix is going to be winning here in Australia, and I think he's done enough because Bass is 7 seconds off now. Bass coming across the line in second. Is it going to get him on penalties? No, he doesn't. He gets 3 seconds less than Felix. In fact, 4 seconds in the end. Felix and Bass. Rocco around in third, but Bossman and Bullboy is suddenly heated up. They're in the back of shot. They're coming around the final corner. Rocco comes across the line in third. Good drive from him. He's my driver of the day. Bossman in fourth. Bullboy in fifth. Bullboy jumps him on penalties. Matt's in sixth and Scar seventh, and there's only 7 to complete the course. It seems Deneen's AI is going to be coming across the line in 9th place. 60% retirees. Such a shame. Such a shame. Drivers cleaned it up a bit, then we wouldn't have had these level of retirements. Mad's across the line in 6th. And we're going to be waiting an absolute age for Scar to come across the line. We might even have Easter before he comes across the line here. The Scotsman in 7th. He's done well, but clearly to me that he's not on the pace and the same level as the guys that have finished in the top 3 here tonight, and indeed in the top 5 and top 6 for that matter. Scar coming across the line. He's the final one to complete. He finishes 7th. Good drive from him and closes up by about 11 seconds there because of the penalties. Because Scar crossed the line in 7th place. As we'll see the podium celebration. Haas on top of the podium, and it is Mr. It is Felix, that's one. Just thought I'd confirm that just before I got it wrong. As I said, Bass would win. But Felix wins here from Bass in second, and Rocco has claimed that 3rd place. Good sportsmanship being shown by the drivers. I don't know who that is on the right hand side of the track. That funny looking constructor, team boss of Haas, Gunther Steiner, I think that is. But come across the line, Felix has won. 3-second time penalty gain from him, but 4th place up to 1st. He wins here in Australia in the final pre-season test. Bass in 2nd, Rocco in 3rd. Bullboy in 4th, gains on Boastman, who I think had a 5-second stop go for an unserve. pit lane thingy maybe. Mads in 6th, Scar in 7th, Toad in 8th, Deneen in 9th, Radiant Wizards picks up that final point. Jack Meyer misses out on the points. Still Matey Boy, Gennaro, Geronimo, Pelly, Little Brookie, Bank Job, JB and Silas complete the order. It's now time to unmute everyone out in the stream. Everyone is now being unmuted. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Hello, hello, hello everyone. And reload back into the lobby. In my opinion, whether ABS is faster on or off depends on the quality of your pedals, but say not much difference on a pad that is unseen. And of course, as I've said, we are looking into running an assist league going forward in GHR, Global Hub Racing, for those that are new to the stream. Give us a like, give us a comment, give us a subscribe. It is now time for the interviews. And the first person I think that needs to be interviewed is Rocco.
Hola.
Hola. 3rd place for you. I think a lucky 3rd place, granted that 60% didn't finish the race. Talk us through how qualifying went and how your race went.
Qualifying was amazing. I went on my first lap and binned it straight away, so starting from 20.
You should tell him about the development.
Oh yeah. Me and Deneen were discussing the Sauber's development throughout the session. Seems like his car was better, but you know.
So whereabouts did you lose it on track then in quali?
The fast left right. It's not like I'd even lost it on traction or anything. My car literally, I was going and then it just went. It's like someone took over my controller and it just decided to go to the right. I didn't even feel anything. Like the back end didn't even go. But yeah.
Wow. Well, obviously, how did the race go? Because I saw Gennaro retire in the race. Bosman obviously disconnected. I think you were quite lucky getting 3rd there, to be honest.
Very lucky. Finally a bit of luck, and it's not even an actual race, so great. I bet I'll get to the season and I won't have any luck, but I'll take any podium now I can get it. Even if it is a practice race or whatever.
It is a practice race, but I think a podium going forward is very, very good from your perspective. Going into Bahrain, which is what we're about to literally do, and you will see some driving. I'm not like Ball Boy that spectates the lobbies. Instead, I actually race in these lobbies like Ball Boy does. Going ahead into Bahrain though, first race of the season. How do you rate your chances around there, given what you've seen tonight in this Australian social pre-season race?
I don't know, it's hard to judge because I don't know where I am in qualifying pace because I didn't obviously get set a lap. So, but my race pace seemed quite good. I know it was Australia and Bahrain is a bit of a different track, but if I can like keep the same level of consistency as I did in the race, then hopefully try and get like at least I want a points finish really, at least.
I think a points finish would certainly be possible. I mean, Bahrain is a very testing track, and of course we are coming here next week. This time next week we'll of course be finished this Bahrain Grand Prix. But 3rd place for you tonight, Rocco. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Moving on now, I do believe we have Ball Boy, who finished 4th on penalties. If he's there. And I might have accidentally just got us copyright there.
What you do?
I might have not realised the F1 logo came up on my screen.
If it wasn't for more than 10 seconds, they won't be bothered.
Is Ball Boy now there, or is he attending to
yeah,
Mr. Junior?
I was just loading
yeah.
his streams.
You are here. 4th place for you tonight. You seem like you struggled though on this F2. Quite a few quick guys around you, especially in that race. Talk us through how it went, and talk us through what happened with Radiant Wizards as well. That little bit of contact that was made.
Oh yeah, well first of all, going into the race and looking at the competition, there's no doubt that I was coming into it thinking, I could win it because there's no way I could win it with Boastman. Other guys like that, as someone's just crashed everyone up.
Is that Deneen crashing everyone there?
No, it was a Red Bull Resenna Ruhudura.
That move was illegal. Return the position.
Oh, you are joking me. I've got a return position. Sorry, continue there, Bobo.
Yeah, so going into the race, my aim really was just to get at least a top 5 finish, and I did achieve that at the end, of course, but it was a real struggle to get there. No doubt that, you know, there's a load of good drivers here, and so the way in which I got top 5, got 4th in the end, was down to trying to
Race control aren't happy with your creative interpretation of track limits. They've given you a 3-second time penalty.
I went a little bit off track going into turn 1, as in I gave a little bit too much space, and I think I lost that position to Bass, but Bass was so quick anyway to get past me. But yeah, going on to the rest of the race then, so Radian, actually Toad didn't make it easy for me when he lost his front wing, and as a result Radian got a lot better exit out of the...
Well done, mate, nice start.
I got past Toad at.
Okay, you have some front wing damage, but not enough to justify a stop in the remaining laps.
Places, but I didn't lose too much time, which was it was alright, but Toad, I think I could have made that a little bit easier for me to get past him. But yeah, then of course, I pitted as late as I really could, getting to 70% on those ultras, and then I did the undercut on Radian, got past him, and then of course he got past me, but I noticed that he was braking early for some of the corners and he wasn't pulling away as much, and I knew that if I were to get past him again, that was my best opportunity, so that's what I did. And yeah, going into the lap where he got past me, yeah, I kept following, I was right behind him the whole time. And then of course he had that bad exit, hit the wall slightly, and then when we were coming through the fast chicane, he slowed down a little. I don't know if he was saving me a rest or something, but he was very slow, and I know what happens when you go side by side.
Okay, clear.
From the last race with Ash, but
you need to slow down before hitting the corners. You don't want to get a penalty.
I trusted Radiant. I knew that he wouldn't do anything silly, and yeah,
yellow flag.
I got through somehow. And then yeah, he broke late into the next corner, and then
race officials have enabled DRS.
And,
DRS is now available.
Yeah, I didn't see what happened there. There was no contact that I could see anyway from my point of view. But yeah, then from there, Rocco got past the course on his faster tyres, and Boatman too. But Boatman struggled in the last bit. I don't know if he had a crash or something. But yeah, I couldn't get past him anyway.
I think he had front wing damage, yes.
Yeah, another lap and I might have got past him, but yeah, I eventually got past the course with the penalties, but yeah, P4, so I definitely take that. It really should have been like 8th or 9th for me without, I think, people like Silas and that having problems, so yeah, a lot to improve for Bahrain, but the competition is just so great that it's going to be really hard to get past some of these guys.
I think F2 is definitely a natural step down from you winning 3 championships, of course, in FRL, in the old FRL. How do you think your chances rate around here in Bahrain? Because I think you're ahead of me out on track, so that's anything to go by.
Yeah, on PC, but yeah, that's just crashed into the place. So not much to really go by, but Bahrain, good track. I hope.
Postman Nussel off the last corner.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there should be more action here than there was today, I think, with the long straights and everything. And all I'm hoping for really is a good bet on me.
Oh my god.
I know it's going to be difficult to get a podium here, so I'm just going to go out there and have some fun.
Yeah, I think that is certainly possible going into Bahrain. Yeah, thank you very much.
indeed.
Right,
Oh, I need to...
who is next? Who is next? Who is next? Who is next? Is it Matt next? Pardon me? Pardon me? Bulba, do you want to take the other interviews?
I can. They're going to be very brief and general questions, because unless I was like near you, then I'd be able to see what happened. But right, I'm just inviting people. So.
I think general questions would be the route I take, anyways. So, I think he put Todd's one here, Bulba second. That Spanish guy in third. Really in fourth. Who was that in fifth? Who was that getting the top 5? Beating the likes of Felix and Bass. Ha!
Just for that, I might hit you off next race.
It's the only time I will probably ever finish ahead of these guys.
Alright, who's next? Who have you done already?
I've done Mads is up next, I do believe.
Okay, Mads then.
James casually redefining track limits. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that.
Yeah, Mads, you started behind me, and apart from, I think in the early stages where I had my little moment, and I saw you were behind me, but you were like 5 or 6 seconds behind.
Different track?
Yeah, I didn't see you at all really in that race. So, yeah, first of all, talk us through the start, those opening few laps for you.
I got a really good start, but I'm so disappointed at the end result. Not with 6th place, but the race overall. I hit the back of Toadweed when he had no front wing, so I lost a bit of my wing, but I decided to keep going to make a one-stop work, but I lost so much time. So in hindsight, I maybe should have gone for the 2-stop. And then I got pushed into the gravel by Scar at some point during the race, just when he came out of the pits. So it didn't really go my way today. But I'm happy with my own pace. And I think in qualifying I maybe could have started a bit higher, but I didn't get a lap in on the Ultrasoft tire. I invalidated it. So I had to start quite a way back. But P6, I'm happy with that. Everything else, not really so happy with that.
Yeah, of course, we had a lot of retirements in that race, so a little bit difficult to judge, like myself actually with my P4, like where I would have been if there were none of other crashes or whatever. But yeah, I mean, do you think without the damage in that you would have been closer to me than you were at the end there, like 23 seconds back, I think you were?
Definitely. I don't know what happened to the other guys, but I was lucky in terms of position, but I was unlucky in the race with all that happens, but so was everyone else, so it's hard to know where everyone is going into the next race. But I think points should definitely be possible, so I'm looking forward to the next race in Bahrain.
Yeah, of course. I mean, do you think Bahrain would suit your driving style more than Australia, perhaps?
I think it's maybe similar. I've done a lot of practice on those 2 tracks, so I think I would be closer to everyone if I don't get into incidents during the race. But like you said,
oh my god,
so many retirements, so it's hard to know where everyone really is. I'm just hoping for a clean race, so I don't have to drive slower few laps to make a one-stop work. But that's how it goes sometimes.
Yeah, of course. But anyway, well done on your P6 today, and of course, all the best for the opening round of the season this time next week.
Thank you.
You have front wing damage, but only a few
what
laps
an
left.
idiot.
If you can live with it,
Absolute
stay
pillock.
out.
It's Postman.
Oh, what a fucking French.
Are you okay?
I don't know
That was a big one. Confirm you're okay,
I don't know
please.
what nationality he is, but get him kicked from that lobby. Davide Burro, you are getting a shout out on this stream. If you feel like you can drive like that, then goodness me, boy, you need glasses.
Anyway, as me and Rocket struggles now. The damage. Boastman, that was close in qualifying, first of all. Just getting ahead there at the end. Yeah, it was very tight between you, Silas, and a couple of others, didn't you? I think this is a...
Yeah, I don't know whether to set or not. I don't know whether to start the back, but I thought I'd have one run at the end.
Yeah, but anyway, going into the race, I think just looking back at the stream now, you did pull away at the start. So, yeah, talk us through how that phase of the race was for you.
The start was really good. I was just pulled away at the first lap. Yeah, just put the gap. One stop I felt I was a bit too easy to cruise. I thought I'd try, as I said, I was trying, do something different. So I went for 2 stops. And about 9 second gap to second. So I couldn't have actually really put on the option toward the end, and then I decided to again start seeking out a little bit. All that momentum I lost. And when I rejoined, I found out I had front wing damage. Didn't know where that came from. That cost me more time than it. And it was just a recovery job. Managed to just catch up to you towards the end. But I had penalties, so I was going to go down. And then just had a little tussle with Rocco towards the end. Tried to go on the outside, but I think I'd done like 8 laps in the ultras, so I lost it. That was that really. But no, it was good eye opener.
Yes, so do you think without those problems you would have definitely won the race quite comfortably in the end?
I wouldn't have said definitely, but it would have been very close to me and Felix towards the end, especially with me on the threshold compared to the softs.
Yeah.
12 seconds, and yeah, I reckon I could have done it, but with the disconnection front wing, there's no way else going to catch up an extra 14 seconds. But it was best to get it out of the way with this Thursday.
Yeah, of course, and of course we'll be reviewing all the days. Of course, as we all know. But do you think for Bahrain, going into the next race, if you don't disconnect, of course? Yeah, I mean, do you like the track? Do you think you would do a lot better around here, perhaps?
Yeah, no, I really like it. Most of my time trial laps are usually within the top 200, but Bahrain, I think I'm top 30. So I think it's quite a proper quick track. So, a bit like Germany. I've just got to capitalise on that. I'm not really sure what's going to happen with the F2, F1 situation. There's some Fridays where I finish at 3, there's some I finish 8, so it'll be a bit difficult, but I'm sure the admins have got a week to sort out whatever possible.
Yeah, well, once again, thank you for racing today anyway, and yeah, all the best, of course, for next week and whatever happens to an F1
Friday
activity.
Even what happens, yeah. Good.
Yeah, well done on your 5th, although it should have been better, so... Yeah,
Back in F2.
of course, no one's seen, unfortunately, on the sidelines.
You see Felix now, I think. Nice. Those two from qualifying, it's very tight up there, so we'll go through.
Yeah, it is extremely close. But is that... Wait, is there anyone else that I need to...
Yes, Deneen. Deneen with his ridiculous AI moment that I'm sure would acquit him of a race ban for next race. If this was a proper race. Thank God it isn't.
Yeah, by the way, I almost crashed into his AI twice, I think.
Yeah, I did.
Slowed down. I think it was midway through me and Bullboy's battle. I just got ahead, and then Dream's AI was
there.
blocking me.
So, Denny, what happened in this race? Talk us through it.
Oh, well, at the start, I got off the line. I think I was in P3 at the end of lap 1. Then I think got into P2. But then out of in turn 2, I lost it a bit, spun round, and I think I spun down the 10th. And after that, the tyres were nowhere. I spun it at least 4 more times in that lap, and then I was down at the back again. And then when I was trying to get past, I think it was some Renault anyway, and I went into the back of him. I think he had wing damage or something that I didn't know about that, so I went into the back of him. And I had wing damage then, and then I had to go do something.
Yeah, I mean, do you think, like, without all the problems, could you have fought for victory today, do you think?
No, I think I would have just been around podium.
I can hear my voice in the background, it's very weird. Yeah, so... I guess a very disappointing race for you today, but it's only, of course, the final pre-season test, so... Do you think going into the next race, of course, the first race of the season, technically speaking, Bahrain, would that suit you a lot more? Do you think you'll be more comfortable around that track?
There's much spinning around there, and it's a lot slower and just more precise in hitting apexes, and just you don't really cut it as much, so I think it'll be a lot better.
Alright, well, thank you very much for racing today, and all the best, of course, for the new season.
Is that everyone?
Well, Toad is here. Is this a Brookie been interviewed as well?
No, little Brookie's not being interviewed.
I think Toad's here, so maybe we can...
Oh, I've got my mute, hang on. Nah. There we go.
First of all, yeah, how was the start for you? Because of course you lost your front wing very early on in the race.
The first few laps, 3 laps were great, but 4th lap was shit. And then I lost my front wing, and the whole race was shit.
From what, when you lost your front wing, then that's pretty much it. And well, of course. Oh, is there another race? Oh, there is. Oh. But yeah, of course. After that, really, yeah, you were quite far down. But do you think without the loss of your front wing, you could have got like maybe a top 5 finish? Do you think that was on the cards today, or? It's, yeah, and well, you retired, I think, very late on in the race. So what happened there?
I lost.
That's a decent start. Good job.
The chicane on the curb, and I just crashed in the wall.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess you're in F3. Yes, you are. So that's your main focus. Heading to Bahrain for the first round. What you saw in Monday's race. What do you think you can achieve in Bahrain?
I think a podium might be possible, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, so you like Bahrain? You like the track?
Yeah, it's great. Overtaken. Very fun.
Yeah, of course, and well,
Green flag.
I wish you all the best for that race, and yeah, commiserations on today's result.
Oh!
And
Oh!
lost, but
Bloody hell!
unfortunately
Got to work for
lost
that.
as well is Little Brookie, but is he here?
By the sounds of that, no.
In that case, our work here is done.
Oh my god. Got Rocco all over my back end. So concentrate and then we'll end up the stream. Don't hear anything from me, I'm concentrating. Geronimo's gone miles off ahead of me.
Whoa.
Oh, dear.
Oh, I've been given that seat down.
Oh, somebody's waiting up. Brilliant.
Yellow flag.
What the hell's he waiting up for? And who's he waiting up for?
DRS is now enabled and will be available to use when you are within 1 second of the car ahead in the DRS zone.
Oh! Oh!
See you later, Toad.
Jesus Christ. It's like a league race, but it's only a 3-lapper. Beautiful.
Oh,
Nice move. Good job.
Oh my god.
I'm not sure if I caused that. I hope I didn't.
No, he lost it on the track thing.
Ah.
Trying to tell I thought he just wobbled and
Okay, clear.
I'm doing well for having no setup. This might be the only second place you'll ever see. 8.2 seconds by rating message, let's just ignore that. But still, second, not bad. Right, after that race, let me check the comments. Let me check one final check of the comments section. Bullboy, when will there be an Assetto Corsa League? And I think I can answer that on behalf of Bullboy. Assetto Corsa is a game that we are looking to run in a league on. There are no concrete plans at the minute to officially run a league at the minute on Assetto Corsa. However, I think it is necessary that we should expand to there, and when we do, we will let you know. But currently, we are focused on F1, we are focused on GT Sport, we are focused on Project Cars 2. They are the three main games we want to centre our league around, and we want to centre your experience around those three games as well. And I think that pretty much sums up that, as we see a stricken Deneen. A very stricken Irishman there. Hopefully he hasn't had one too many. But, yeah, as I get XP, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We've got Burger Mayonnaise joining. Burger Mayonnaise joining. And Novice joining as well. So, clearly both of them are going to be things. We've got Chips at the bottom there. Yeah, I think it is about time we say goodbye. So, in charge of my first stream on the FRL channel, plenty more where that came from, and as is traditional on this channel, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye. Damon Hill.
Yeah.
Damon Hill. Damon Hill. Damon Hill!